It was a mystery that the entire country was hooked on to. A young couple got married, went on honeymoon for 17 days after the body of the husband was recovered in Meghalaya. Where is the girl, the wife? What has happened to her? Has she been kidnapped, murdered, taken away? All those questions, ladies and gentlemen, up in the air for the last more than couple of weeks. And now, some clarity on one of the most sensational, riveting murder case in the recent times. The missing wife of Indore man, Raja Raghuvanshi, who was found dead in Meghalaya, was during their honeymoon, has at last now been arrested. She was found at a dhaba in Ghazipur, Uttar Pradesh. But what happened from Meghalaya to Ghazipur? That still remains under some suspicion where investigation is on. But the most riveting twist in this tale, this woman is now accused of killing her husband just after they got married. They got married, last month, went on honeymoon. The husband did not come back because he was killed. The wife now faces suspicion of murdering him or orchestrating that murder along with a person that she already knew before, and they were the ones, those who hired hitmen to kill this young man. These are the characters, ladies and gentlemen, on this saga. Absolutely foul. Raj Kushwaha, he's the alleged accomplice, Sonal's alleged boyfriend. He's from Indore. Akash Rajput was arrested from Lalitpur in UP. One of the person who took that supari to kill Raja Raghuvanshi. Anand Kurmi and Vicky Thakur are the three people, those who have been arrested for murdering Raja Raghuvanshi from Indore. Now, according to the police, ladies and gentlemen, the wife Sonam allegedly orchestrated this entire murder by hiring contract killers, and she is the key link as far as this entire mystery is concerned. This happiness of the family, celebrating their youngest son getting married, short-lived, now left with many questions. Let's very quickly first tell you what are the suspicions and what are the questions that the police has for Sonam. Now, they suspect that this is why Sonam is under the radar. This is why the police thinks she's the one who, in fact, was the mastermind of this entire murder. She prepared the itinerary for Meghalaya. She was the one who booked the flights, made hotel arrangements, and she had all the information about this store. According to the allegations from the family, she left home wearing all the gold jewelry. And now the police is also looking into whether this was used to pay off the people, those who eventually murdered Raja Raghuvanshi. She reached the airport directly from her home. Raja was also asked to wear his jewelry worth many lakhs, including a diamond ring. Now, the family suspicion, Raja's family suspicion is that why was all the jewelry being carried for this entire trip? Was that a pretext, or was it used to in fact fund this entire murder? Sonam family also visited Shilong earlier. They had gone to this place, so Sonam knew about this place. In fact, Sonam's mother spoke to Raja's mother about this, place. Heavy bank transactions were made during wedding. Sonam sent, according to the police, also sent location to the accused. She was constantly on the phone and, spoke to the accused as well. Lost contact with everyone and then eventually spoke to her family. The phone calls also detailed frequent long conversations with one of the accused, Raj Kushwaha, who is allegedly, was Sonam's boyfriend. Both of them knew each other. Once again, in this entire saga, let me just put on the main characters at play. Who are the people, those who in this entire story are the ones? Number one, of course, Raja Raghuvanshi, the man who was killed had absolutely no inkling who is he getting married to. Number two is, of course, Sonam Raghuvanshi, wife of Raja Raghuvanshi, who is now accused of orchestrating this entire crime. Third accused, of course, second accused in this is Raj Kushwaha, alleged boyfriend of Sonam, who knew Sonam, works in fact with Sonam's family in one of their businesses. Apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, the other characters in the play, the hired killer. Number one, Akash Rajput. Three killers were hired. And one of them is Akash Vikas alias Vicky. He's from Indore, the same city where Sonam and Raja lived. And the third hired killer, Anand. These are the ones, those who in fact went across and killed Raja Raghuvanshi. Let me very quickly, just once again for all of you, put together this whole timeline of what all happened. And we are using artificial intelligence to just put together how one of the most sensational murders has been recorded in the recent times. Let's just play that out for our viewers at this moment. This was in March 2025 when Sonam Raja's marriage was arranged. On May 11th, both of them got married in Indore. May 20th, Sonam and Raja, they started their honeymoon. 21st, they checked in. As far as the hotel, the guest house is concerned, both of them in Meghalaya. Raja and Sonam, they rented a scooter that was captured on the CCTV footage as well, where they were going on that scooter. The couple then checked into the guest house. After that, on May 23rd, 2025, both of them go missing. The rented scooter is then found, and the very next day, on 25th, multi-agencies start search for Sonal and Raja. On June 2nd, Raja's decomposed body is found from a gorge, and then on June 9, Sonam is arrested from a dhaba, where the police says that they have now cracked this case. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the family is still perplexed, and the brothers of Raja Raghuvanshi have only one question. If Sonam did not want to get married, she should have just said so. Why did she kill our younger brother? I spoke earlier to one of the elder brothers of Raja Raghuvanshi. Listen in. विपिन, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका हमसे बात करने के लिए. परिवार के लिए ये बहुत मुश्किल भरा दिन रहा है. पिछले 17-18 दिनों में लगातार परेशानियां रही. पहले लापता और उसके बाद जिस तरीके से उनकी बॉडी मिली, और अब ये जो चीज़ें निकलकर सामने आ रही हैं, पहले जानना चाहते हैं कि क्या अभी सोनम को लेकर जो बातें निकल के सामने आ रही हैं, आपको उस पर यकीन है, नहीं है? क्या आप लोगों की मांग है सर?
देखिए, ये जो बातें निकली है बिहार है, इसमें पहली बात तो इसमें अभी ये चीज़ मीडिया में चली थी, तो सोनम ने जो है खुद ने सिलेंडर करा है और पुलिस ने उसको उठा के लाई है. ये चीज़ गलत थी, इसके मीडिया में जो चल रही है. तो क्योंकि गोविंद द्वारा जो गोविंद उसका बड़ा भाई है, उसके द्वारा वहाँ पे यूपी पुलिस को सूचना दी गई थी. तो सोनम रघुवंशी वहाँ पर है और आप लोग वहाँ पे चले जाइए, वहाँ पे सोनम को जाके ले आइए. ये सूचना गोविंद रघुवंशी ने खुद ने अपने हाथ से दे दी.
तो आप कह रहे हैं कि परिवार के साथ लगातार संपर्क में थी सोनम इतने दिनों तक, जब पूरी ढूंढ मच रही थी सारे? जी
नहीं, परिवार के साथ में संपर्क में नहीं थी वो. कल गोविंद के पास में एक फ़ोन आता है नए नंबर से, क्योंकि हम लोगों ने अपने नंबर जो मीडिया में दे रखे हैं, तो हम लोग कोई सा भी नंबर जो होता है, 9 नंबर हो, कोई भी नंबर हो, हम सारे फ़ोन उठाते हैं. तो उस दौरान जो है सोनम का फ़ोन गोविंद के पास आता है और गोविंद से कहती है, बोले भैया मैं सोनम बोल रही हूँ. तो गोविंद ने कहा, बोले सोनम तो बोल रही कभी है, एक काम का मुझे वीडियो कॉलिंग कर, मुझे प्रूफ कर पहले. तो सोनम द्वारा जो है वीडियो कॉलिंग होती है वहाँ से, और प्रूफ किया जाता है, तो सोनम वही निकलती है. तो फिर सोनम को देख के वो कंफर्म करता है. तो फिर वहाँ पे सोनम को बोलता है, काम करिए, आसपास में कोई जगह हो वहाँ रुक जाइए और मैं पुलिस भेजता हूँ पे. तो सोनम के द्वारा उसने जो है वहाँ पे पुलिस भेजी गई है. यूपी पुलिस को उसने कॉन्टेक्ट किया, यूपी पुलिस को बुलाया गया. फिर सोनम को यूपी पुलिस के हवाले करा उसने. फिर गोविंद जो है शिलोंग से निकलता है सीधा वहाँ जाने के लिए, यूपी जाने के लिए.
तो मैं आपसे ये जानना चाहूँगा कि अब जिस तरीके की बातें निकलकर सामने आ रही हैं, कि ये बात कही जा रही है कि सोनम पहले से किसी और को जानती थी, उसके बाद ये पूरा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट किलिंग का एक पूरा मामला है, सुपारी किलिंग का पूरा मामला है. क्या परिवार को इस तरह का कोई अंदेशा था कि सोनम पहले से किसी और को, राज नाम के व्यक्ति को जानती हैं?
देखिए, राज नाम का व्यक्ति जो है, ये इसको जानती कब से है ये मुझे पता नहीं, मगर राज नाम का व्यक्ति जो है ये उनकी कंपनी का एम्प्लॉयर है. तो जान सकते, काफ़ी टाइम जानते होगी, क्योंकि राज को करीब 4-5 साल हो चुके हैं काम करते हुए. इसका मुझे यकीन है। और मैंने राज का नाम काफी सुना था। तो राज ढंग से काम नहीं कर रहा है, राज ये नहीं कर रहा है। तो जब मैं शिलोंग में थे, जब भी गोविंद का फोन आता था राज का, तो राज को गोविंद चिल्लाता था, बेटा ढंग से तो काम नहीं कर रहा है, तो काम पे ध्यान नहीं दे रहा है, चाहता है क्या हम लोग तुम लोग भरोसे वहां से उठ के यहाँ पे आए। तो इस तरह प्रकार की बातचीत चलती रहती थी। तो मैंने इसी प्रकार जो मैंने नाम सुनते गया मैंने, तो मुझे ऐसा कुछ लगा नहीं था कि ऐसा कुछ हो जाएगा। बाकी इसमें जितने लोगों के नाम आ रहा है इसमें थे, उसमें से मैं सिर्फ राज को जानता था, इसका नाम सुना मैंने, बाकी बाकी ये लोगों के नाम किसी सुने नहीं मैंने अभी तक।
विपिन, मैं आपसे ये भी समझना चाहूंगा कि परिवार में इस वक्त बड़ी संकट का समय है। किसी के लिए भी अपने भाई को खोना या बेटे को खोना बहुत मुश्किल समय होता है। उस वक्त पहले आप लोगों की चिंता थी कि सोनल ठीक हालात में है या नहीं। अब जो सोनल पे आरोप लग रहे हैं, उसको लेकर, सोनम पे जो आरोप लग रहे हैं उसको लेकर परिवार में आपके मन में क्या बातें?
देखिए, अभी भी हमारा मानना इसमें यह है, जब तक सोनम से ढंग से पूछताछ नहीं की जाएगी, जब तक सोनम कुछ नहीं बताती है, जब तक हमारे मन में डाउट ये भी यही यही है, तो सोनम कहीं ना कहीं सही है। सोनम सोनम को जो है, या तो इन 7 लोगों ने फंसाया गया है, ये हमारे मन में डाउट अभी भी है।
आपको अभी भी लगता है ऐसा कि सोनम इस पूरे मामले में हो सकता है कि उसकी गलती ना हो या वो फंस गई हो इस पूरे मामले में?
क्योंकि देखिए, अभी तक में पुलिस द्वारा जो है सोनम से कोई पूछताछ ही नहीं की गई है, इसलिए हम ऐसा बोल रहे हैं।
और जो खबरें
और
निकलकर
सोनम
सामने आ
कभी
रही
इसमें
हैं
होती
कि
कभी है।
जी, जो खबरें निकलकर सामने आ
इसमें
रही हैं कि सोनम ने राज को राजा रघुवंशी को मारने के लिए कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दिया था, उसके बाद ये 3 लोगों को हायर किया गया, उन खबरों पे आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
देखिए, ये जो खबरें सारी चली है, ये पुलिस द्वारा बताई गई है, और मीडिया के माध्यम से हम लोगों ने सुनी है सारी बातें अभी। तो मेरा मानना उसमें एक बार ये भी है, तो एक बार सोनम से जो है, सिर्फ एक बार सोनम से बातें करके, जो कुछ भी इसमें है, कितने लोग इन्वॉल्व थे, कितने इन्वॉल्व नहीं थे, सोनम इसमें कितने इन्वॉल्व है, एक बार खाली पता चल जाएगा अभी, तो हम लोगों को डाउट जो क्लियर हो जाएगा सारा उसमें। और सोनम इसमें कभी इन्वॉल्व है कभी, तो फिर हम लोग ये चाहेंगे मेघालय सरकार से, तो इसमें सोनम इन्वॉल्व निकलती कभी है, तो जो इस 7 लोगों को जो सजा देना चाहिए, जिस प्रकार से 7 लोगों ने जो है राजा को जिस प्रकार से तड़पा तड़पा के मारा है, उसी प्रकार से इन लोगों को भी जो है उनको फांसी सजा देना चाहिए।
आपको जब राजा और सोनम की शादी हुई थी, ऐसा कभी क्योंकि उसके बाद वो शादी के बाद वो लोग हनीमून पर भी गए, ऐसा कभी कोई आभास हुआ कि सोनम खुश नहीं है या इस शादी को नहीं करना चाहती है? कुछ इस तरीके का कभी परिवार में कुछ आभास इस तरह का हुआ आप लोगों को?
नहीं, इस प्रकार से देखो, अभी तक मैं जैसे कि 11 तारीख को उनकी शादी हुई थी, तो उसके बाद हमको ऐसा कभी लगा नहीं हम लोगों को, तो सोनम और राजा किसी में ऐसा कुछ लग रहा है कि सोनम और राजा को दुखी है, क्योंकि इस प्रकार से हमको ऐसा कुछ संदेह लगा नहीं, क्योंकि 11 तारीख को शादी हुई थी और 13 तारीख के दिन जेठ का महीना लग गया था। तो सोनम जो है, सोनम के सामने हम लोग कभी गए नहीं उस टाइम पे, तो हमको ऐसा लगा भी नहीं उस टाइम पे, और ना राजा के मुझे सुनने को मिला हमारे को। तो भैया मैं दुखी हो गया हूँ शादी करके, इस टाइप की तो बातें निकली नहीं मन से अभी उस बात।
खुश थे राजा शादी करने के बाद सोनम से?
हाँ, राजा खुश था शादी के बाद में, क्योंकि राजा दुखी होता कभी, तो पहले मेरे को बताता, ये मैं दुखी हो गया हूँ शादी करके, ये लड़की जो मुझे धोखा दे रही, इस टाइप की कोई बात करता, बाकी इस तरह की बातें कोई शेयर नहीं हुई उस टाइप के हमारे साथ में।
विपिन, कभी आपने सोचा था कि ये दिन देखना पड़ेगा आपके भाई की इस तरीके से इतनी यंग एज में शादी के बाद ही इस तरीके से मृत्यु हो जाएगी?
देखिए, इस प्रकार से कोई भी भाई सोचेगा कभी जिंदगी, सोचेगा भी नहीं कभी, ना सोचना चाहेगा। तो शादी के कुछ दिन बाद ही पहले जिसकी विदाई करी है, उसको अपन अर्थी उठाने के लिए बैठा लाएंगे अभी।
विपिन, एक सवाल मैं आपसे और पूछना चाहूंगा, क्या सोनम के परिवार से आपकी इस पूरे दौरान में बातचीत हुई? उनका क्या कहना है इस पर?
मेरी सोनम के परिवार से आज तो कोई बातचीत हो नहीं पाई है। कल मेरी बातचीत हुई थी कि मम्मी से मेरी, तो उनने कहा था, बोले बेटा गोविंद वहाँ पे अकेला पड़ गया है, आप गोविंद को वहाँ से बुला लो, क्योंकि गोविंद वहाँ पे अकेला पड़ गया, गोविंद में क्या कर रहा हूँ वहाँ पे। मैंने उनको कहा था, मम्मी ये काम करिए, इसमें गोविंद को जो है मैं कल बोलता हूँ वहाँ से निकलने के लिए, तो कल फ्लाइट की टिकट बुक कर लेगा, तो परसों यहाँ इंदौर आ जाएगा वो, क्योंकि अभी वहाँ पे राजा के जो अपने डेथ सर्टिफिकेट वो लेना जो था, वो लेना था मेरे को। उसके बाद पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट लेनी थी। मैंने 2-3 पेपर जो लेना बाकी है वो ले लेगा, पेपर लेकर निकल जाएगा वहाँ से, तो बोले ठीक है बोले। और गोविंद से बात मेरी आज अभी सुबह हुई थी मेरी बात, तो गोविंद को मैंने फोटो शेयर करी थी मैंने, तो उन्होंने ये 4 जो फोटो है, ये चारों में से राज कौन सा है, तो उन्होंने मुझे बताया फिर, उसमें जो उसमें राज लिखा हुआ ना, वही राज है, और यही अपने कंपनी में एम्प्लॉयर था बोले। तो मैंने उनको कहा, गोविंद भैया को ये इसी बात सामने आ रही है, कभी कभी सोनम इसमें आरोपी बनती है कभी है, तो क्या करना चाहिए। तो उनका कहना एक ही मतलब निकला है, विपिन भैया कभी सोनम इसमें आरोपी निकली कभी, तो आप जो बोलोगे इसको वे सजा दे, वो सजा देंगे इसको अपन, मैं आपके साथ खड़ा हूँ बोले भैया, इसने जो इतना गलत करा है, उस प्रकार से उसको फांसी सजा दिलाएंगे अपन बोले।
विपिन जी, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे साथ बात करने के लिए। मुश्किल समय है आपके और आपके परिवार के लिए, हमारी सांत्वना आपको, पर बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। Right, that was the brother of the deceased Raja Raghuvanshi. Who knew that this is going to be a tale of arranged marriage turning into betrayal, a bride turning into a killer? At least that's the allegation at this moment, ladies and gentlemen. But very quickly, let's also listen in to what Sonam's family has been saying on this entire issue. Her brother was in Shilong for a very long time trying to search her. He was the one who received the call from Sonam when she called him from the dhaba at Ghazipur. Let's listen in to her parents and the brother.
15 दिन से ज़्यादा समय से लापता सोनम रघुवंशी का पता चल चुका है। हालांकि वो शिलोंग में नहीं, यूपी में मिली है। उनकी माता यहाँ पे मौजूद है, उनसे बातचीत करेंगे। मैम, सोनम का फोन आया था, सोनम ने क्या बात की है आपसे? बस ये जानने।
मैंने बात ही नहीं हुई तो कैसे बता दूँ?
उनके भाई से क्या बात हुई? लगातार जो है यहाँ पे सोनम के परिवार वाले हैं मौजूद हैं, चिंतित है क्योंकि सोनम मिल चुकी है। हालांकि जिस हालत में मिली है वो अस्पताल में है फिलहाल। परिवार वालों से लगातार जानकारी मिलने की कोशिश हो रही है। चलो अब वो क्या यहाँ पे है मौजूद, हम सीधे बात करेंगे। अंकल, बस इतना सा जानना चाहूँगी कि जो आरोप लगाए हैं वो क्या मानते हैं आप?
वो गलत आरोप लगा रहे हैं। वो आरोप गलत लगा रहे हैं क्योंकि वहाँ की पुलिस फंस रही है, इसलिए वो आरोप लगा रही है। वो पुलिस ही फंस रही है वहाँ पर, और वो पुलिस की जांच होगी, सीबीआई जांच करेगी तो दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी हो जाएगा बेटा।
गोविंद जी से बात हुई है सोनम की, बताया जा रहा है?
गोविंद जी की बात हुई है, सोनम से हुई है, और उनने मेरे को फ़ोन लगा कर बोला था कि पापा ऐसी बात है। वहाँ पुलिस वाले गए और उसको अभी थाने पे बैठा के रखा।
4 लोग भी पकड़े गए,
ये पता नहीं वो कहाँ के हैं कहाँ के नहीं है, अपने को पता नहीं है। हाँ वही यूपी में थाने पे है तो वो वहीं है, ठीक है।
और कोई जानकारी आपको मिल रही है?
नहीं, अभी कोई जानकारी नहीं मिल रही। मैं खुद 17 दिनों से सोया नहीं हूँ, मैं जाग रहा हूँ 17 दिनों से। आप लोग ऐसा क्यों पूछ रहे हो? मैं 17 दिनों से जाग रहा हूँ।
17 दिनों से गायब थी, इसकी खबर थी आपको?
नहीं थी, मैं ढूंढ रहा हूँ 17 दिनों से। उनने
17 दिनों से आपने क्या क्या किया है?
पूरा सर्च करा है, पुलिस वालों के साथ घुमा हूँ, पूरा सर्च करा है, पूरा मेघालय सर्च करा है हमने।
क्या मांग करते हैं पुलिस वालों से? क्या मांग कर रहे हैं?
अभी कुछ भी नहीं,
आपकी बहन इनोसेंट है?
हमें अभी कुछ भी नहीं पता, जब तक नहीं मिलते हैं मुलाकात करें।
क्या लगता है इनोसेंट है आपकी बहन?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, there are lots of moving pieces as far as this story is concerned, which are happening as we speak. Now, one very important conversation that took place between Sonam and the owner of the dhaba, whose phone she used to call her brother from Ghazipur, that has also, in fact, been reported. Let me very quickly put out what Sonam told the owner of that dhaba. Now, this gives another twist to this entire story. The dhaba owner told the reporters that Sonam came around 1 a.m. asking for help. After she arrived at that place, she asked for a mobile phone to call her family. When he asked her that her family asked to inform the police for safety, and Sonam, in fact, when the dhaba owner asked her what has happened, she said that her husband was killed while saving her. She said that she doesn't remember how, in fact, she reached UP. Sonam was unstable, crying heavily, hardly able to make sense of what she was saying. But that's one very important thing is Sonam, in fact, told the dhaba owner that there was an attempt to snatch the jewelry that she had. The husband was trying to save her, and in the process was killed by the people, those who were involved in the robbery bid. Now, this is very, very important. We yet don't know. Investigation is on, but this also is another angle to, as I said, a lot of moving pieces on this. There is some breaking news coming in at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, very quickly. In fact, shifting focus to this, it's related to this story. The Meghalaya police has reached Ghazipur in Uttar Pradesh to take custody of Sonam and take her back to Meghalaya, where the case has been in fact registered. Now you're seeing the visuals of the Meghalaya police convoy reaching Ghazipur, where Sonam at this moment has been kept, and Meghalaya police is going to take custody. The remand would be taken, and then she would be taken to Meghalaya. She is at this moment at the Sakhi One Stop Center in Ghazipur, and the police from Meghalaya, which is investigating the case, has reached to take custody. All right, let me very quickly go across to my colleagues, those who are giving us the latest on this. Ratnadeep has been tracking the developments from Meghalaya. We also have Niharika, our colleague, who is tracking the developments in Indore as well. Let me very quickly go across first to Ratnadeep. Ratnadeep, the Meghalaya police is in Ghazipur to take custody. A case which has kept people on tenterhooks. What happens from here, and how was this case cracked, Ratnadeep?
Well, let me first tell what happens from here is that the Meghalaya police will take custody of Sonam Raghuvanshi, and she will be produced in a court. Transit remand will be taken and then brought to the East Khasi Hills District Court. If all these proceedings gets over by this late evening, then maybe tomorrow afternoon she will be produced. There are other 3 teams of Meghalaya police which are in Madhya Pradesh who have picked up the other accused. The process of transit remand for them is underway, so they also will be brought, and all these accused would be produced in the court so that the investigation can be taken further. They will ask for police remand. However, what we have picked up from Meghalaya police in terms of cracking this case, remember this case first came to light when on 24th of May, abandoned scooty was reported from Sorarim village to the police, and the police then tracked its owners and found out that it was taken on rental by 2 individuals named as Raja Raghuvanshi and Sonam Raghuvanshi. That's how from 25th of May, actually the search operation for 2 tourists who had visited that area had started. Initially, the police thought that they might have lost their way in a track or might have fallen, given the fact that at that point of time there was heavy rains in northeast. But however, after on June 2nd, when the Raja Raghuvanshi's body was found out and machete was found, which was a machete which was not commonly used in Meghalaya, then the focus shifted on Sonam Raghuvanshi, and subsequently using electronic surveillance and mobile data investigation on mobile data, they were able to join the dots. Also, the eyewitness account of the tourist guides who last saw Raja with 3 people who were talking to him in Hindi was very key here. The CCTV footages from the hotels in Shilong and Manha Hotel in Sohra were crucial, given the fact that in that police saw that Sonam was a bit unnerved and uncalm in those footage. So all these things put together have been and gave police the leads to crack this case, and with the help of Indore police, those overnight raids were carried out.
Okay. Now, it will be important to put forward a watertight case as far as the investigation is concerned. But let me very quickly also bring in our colleague Niharika, who is with us at this moment. Niharika, what is the Indore police saying about the investigation, and is the family satisfied with the investigation so far?
See, first the couple was found to be missing, but as and when the body of Raja was recovered, at that time everybody started searching for Sonam. The case was then coming up front because Sonam was missing since last 8 days. But now Sonam has also come up front, and she has surrendered to Meghalaya police. So after that, Indore police came into action. They have arrested 4 accused here from Indore. Everybody was produced. Everybody was taken for the medical in district hospital. After that, they were being produced in Indore's court, and after that, the police has asked for the transit for them to take them to there in Meghalaya, and then they can take the proceedings further from there. But as we talk about Raja's family here, they are satisfied with this, but they are also asking for the CBI to get into this case and investigate more properly, because now they are very much they are in hesitance, because they are talking about Sonam also, because they never believed that Sonam can do anything like this. But now if we talk about Raja's family, they are talking about that they want a CBI investigation in this whole process. But if we talk about Sonam's family, they are not at all satisfied with this. They are saying that Meghalaya police is not doing their job in the right manner. They are accusing wrongly Sonam for this case, which is not right, as
Okay.
Sonam has been found there in a very bad condition. So they were, yes.
So the family still hopes that what their police is piecing together, or at least what indications are, that doesn't come out true. At least that's what the Sonam's family is hoping for. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll have to wait for all the evidences to come through. But the investigation so far points a lot of questions as far as Sonam and her conduct is concerned. Let's very quickly also bring you exclusive conversation that we had with the man in charge of cracking this case from Meghalaya Police. The East Khasi Hills Superintendent of Police spoke to NDTV about how the police cracked this case.
Are Raj Khushwa and Sonam in a relationship? That is the question that's being asked.
Well, if you look because as when we did the preliminary investigation, we found there was a pattern between Raj and Sonam, and so that's how we actually found something was amiss out there, and that's how we joined the dots, which led to the other assailants. And yes, Raj is the prime accused out here. There's a pattern where they have actually had a relationship, and in fact, that at this juncture, I'll not be able to divulge much. But once we get Raj here and Sonam, we'll get to know more about it. But
Right.
yes, both are playing accused. Those who are actually in cahoots of this whole plot, and the rest will actually come out once we bring them here.
Right, of course, the Chief Minister there congratulating the police force for cracking the case in a matter of 7 days after the body that was recovered of Raja Raghuvanshi. Take us through the details that you have of the way the murder has taken place. We believe that a lot of gold was taken by the honeymoon couple. They had left home with a lot of gold on them, and that is what really had even in fact raised suspicion as far as the mother was concerned, the mother of Raja Raghuvanshi.
This was the motive proposed that maybe they would have been looted and all because of gold. But you wouldn't be wearing a lot of gold taking it's a very difficult terrain. And considering that Sonam had left all her Mangal Sutra and her rings in her box, it is very improbable that you would have carried a lot of gold, especially on a hard trick like that. So anyway, we will see into that angle, but the robbery is I don't think is the motive out here. Yet we will see if whatever he had was stolen or not.
There are a lot of twists and turns as we have been tracking them, and we'll get you the latest on this. But just also a reminder, you never know what can happen. People can turn, as this, at least the allegation is, for this young man who was very happy getting married to the woman of his family's choice. He ended up dead, and the bride is now the accused. Short break, we are coming back.